This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another game from my library, and this time it's The Bard's Tale, Remastered and Resnarked. Bard's Tale, an old classic RPG adventure game from many years ago, and this one was the PS2 version of the game. However, in this case, I'm playing the PS4, or it was also on PC, but it was part of while the fourth, or I think it was the fourth game, or the most recent Bard's Tale game was being worked on. One of the rewards or benefits of donating to their crowdfunding stuff at the time was they would use some of that money to remaster some of their old content from inXile Entertainment, which is I think run by Brian Fargo, which I don't know much about him. I've heard there's kind of stuff in the background, but we're not here to talk about that type of stuff. We're here to talk about this game right here. I remember liking this game quite a bit. Now, it has been quite a few years since I played this, so it might take me a hot minute to get into it. I'm kind of playing this as, I don't know if I'll do this daily as of this time, because I'm using this basically as something to play in the middle of some other projects I'm doing, so this is kind of like a filler game for a while, but probably could have chosen anything, but I thought, hey, let's try some hack and slash stuff, and I wanted to play something I remember enjoying back in the day, and I remember this being a funny and entertaining game. I've also yet to play the newest one, weirdly enough, because even though I donated the crowdfunding stuff, I've yet to touch the game yet. So, yeah, that goes to show you how big my catalog of games are. But let's stop talking about that, and let's play The Bard.
You'd like to hear a new story? Oh, very well. Where shall we begin?
Oh, Tony J. Oh, man. The voice of voices. The King of Kings. Rest in peace, Tony J. Your unique voice will be missed. Man, I don't know. I mean, talking about nostalgia, but there's very few, I can recognize voices and all that, but man, Tony J and, people like him, like Tony J and James Earl Jones and all that, they had, these super unique voices that, I don't know, I don't hear in voice acting anymore. Maybe it's just because they're just not getting those jobs that those people just aren't doing it.
The more damage he can inflict with melee weapons.
Anything with Tony J and it just makes this game just make any game a million times awesome. I should go find his catalog of what games he voiced just to play all of them, But anyway, we're here to create our own bard. In the original game, you also messed. I'm trying to remember. God, it's been forever since I played the old school original Bard's Tale. I don't even know if I could really play it. It's one of those games where it's just so old. I know you can find online the modified versions of the game so you can play it because it was old DOS type of situation there. But yeah, it's part of that old school type of RPG, but that most modern people wouldn't even play because it's that old school. And I don't even know if I could still do it after all these years. I'm so used to modern gaming that kind of those old text-based games, I don't know if I could play anymore. Which is sad because I liked them at the time, those Zork and everything like that. But anyway, I'll talk about that while I'm playing the game because I'm spacing out. I'm trying to remember how. Let's see. We got old school, which stats are weaker. We got easy, which you get both. Should I try hard mode? I mean, I'm here just to kind of have fun, but I don't want it to be too difficult. Nah, we'll play normal. I usually get more enjoyment out of a normal run.
The stronger
anyway.
the bard is,
Let's see.
the more damage he can inflict.
So if I want to be
weapons.
smacky, we'll do that. Vitality?
A high vitality will increase the bard's health, making him more difficult to defeat in battle.
Okay.
Luck has a subtle effect on many aspects of the bard's adventures.
Kind of reminds me of Fallout stuff.
A high dexterity allows the bard to inflict greater damage with ranged weapons.
So if you want to go, I think he uses a bow or something like that, but
Shopkeepers will offer significant discounts to the bard if he has high charisma.
So less grinding less grinding for gold, basically.
Rhythm allows the bard to play magical tunes with greater skill, enhancing the statistics of summoned creatures.
I know you can increase your stats overall by leveling up and stuff like that. I usually like playing
A high vitality will
like a
increase
kind
the
of a
bard's
wacky
health,
bard.
making him more difficult to defeat.
That's
in
usually the
battle.
easiest
Luck
playstyle.
has a subtle effect on
I
many
think
aspects
we'll keep
of the
luck
bard's
as is,
adventure.
despite it
A
probably.
high dexterity
do I
allows
do
the bard
ranged
to inflict
stuff?
greater damage with ranged weapons.
I know. I remember
Rhythm
summoned
allows the
creatures, if
bard
I
to
remember
play
correctly, summoned
magical
creatures being a
tunes with
pretty
greater
good
skill,
asset to
enhancing the
have.
statistics of summoned creatures.
Yeah, we'll
allows
go
the
with
bard to play
we'll go with
magical
wacky
tunes
with a bit of
greater
help
skill,
from our
enhancing the
allies.
statistics of
It's
summoned
probably
creatures.
not the most optimal build, but that's the way I want to play it.
Allows the bard to equip and use two-handed weapons.
Oh, by the way, I could just read all this stuff myself, but why would I deprive you of the sensual voice of Tony J?
Allows the bard to fight with a dirk in one hand and a sword in the other. Allows the bard to equip and use a flail. The bard will automatically bash with his shield after blocking, stunning his enemy. A powerful charging attack which stuns enemies, used with a sword skill. A powerful ranged shot which passes through its target, used with a ranged skill. Gives the bard a chance to score a critical hit on his enemies, inflicting additional damage. The bard gains bonus coins for any treasure he finds.
That's a tough decision. Because Critical Strike would probably work with it probably works better in tandem with luck, I bet. And Treasure Hunter just be good in general if I just don't want to grind for items and stuff like that. Or if I just want to go smashy, I could go. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go sword and board. Sword and board's usually good. Probably if I was playing the harder mode, old school, I'd probably want to go sword and board because, with the ability to have the chance to defend. But I don't know. Do I want to go barbarian? Do I want to go Conan style, or do I want to go Dritz Duerden? Or do I want to go Witch King? Although it's not quite the Witch King. Witch King uses like that massive flail. Or actually, it's not even a flail, isn't it? It's a... God, I don't remember all my medieval weaponry. This run, I think I'll go. If I was playing the dexterity build, I'd probably play either dual wield or go with Ratri. But I think I'm going to go Conan style on this.
It had come to this at last. One man, a poet and a rogue, with no friends to speak of, no one to mourn his passing, should it come to that. Even those beside him are no more boon companions than bond-servants, summoned by sorcery and song, as cold and indifferent to him as the light of a wandering star.
Mistake in coming here.
But to know where he is, we need to know where he is from. And to know that, we've got to begin elsewhere. And not that long ago. A simple man he was, with a quick wit and a sharp tongue, an eye for the lasses, and a talent for keeping one step ahead of the law, come to Houghton to play his tunes and make his way. He found himself standing outside the Drunken Rat, a public house owned by the widow Mary McCrary. The bard readied his instrument and prepared to ply his trade.
You drunken louts! Get off your backsides and kill it!
I'll save you, fair damsel.
what a strapping man you are to be saving me from that wee beastie.
I happened to be wandering by when I heard your cries over the rumbling of my empty belly. You aren't hurt, are you?
No, but aren't you the sweet one for asking? Say, I've an idea. If you'd be willing to do a little job for me, I'd give you a good meal and a warm place to lay your head for the night.
I'd be only too happy to handle anything you'd like to heave my way.
Then it's a deal, for it's a wee rat problem I've got in my cellars, and if you could do away with them, I'd be ever so thankful.
Rats, you say? In the cellar? How cliché of you, love. But I'll forgive you this once.
You'll need a bigger sword than what you've got, in case you run into trouble.
Oh, and my sword is quite big enough to handle any troubles you might have.
Oh man, I kind of miss like old school fantasy, and I know it's crass of me to say, but you know the bar winches and everything like that. You know well, let's just say the over fantasized versions of everything, unlike a lot of modern games, which I don't mind that in modern games. Just sometimes I miss this type of style. But if you didn't recognize the voice already, which it does sound a little bit different, so I don't know if they modified the voice or whatever. But that's Carrie Ells, or however you pronounce it, the Dread Pirate Roberts himself, amongst other things he's done, which is perfect in my opinion. You got Tony J voicing the narrator, you got Carrie Ells voicing the bard. What else do we got? Why, drunk singing, of course. Hey, sit it.
Drunken rat that aching drum and throw his pub as will. One thing you can be sure of, it's Charlie's beer they sell.
So all you lads and lasses at 11 o'clock you stop for 5 short seconds. Remember Charlie Moss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, he must have been an admiral, a sultan or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he's done for us, he filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 fiddly beer, beer, beer.
A very remote a bushel of hoops you steer around with your stick. The kind of lubrication to make your engines tick.
50 pence a wallop a day will keep away the quacks. It's only 8 pence halfpenny and only 6 in tax.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey! Must have been an admiral, a sultan or a king. Unto his praises we shall always sing. Look what he has done for us, he's filled us up with cheer. Lord bless Charlie Moss, the man who invented beer, 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 beer. The Lord bless Charlie Moss.
Well, that just sinks that this is the best game ever. For being drunks, they sing quite well, don't they? And man, you can tell that they did remaster this game because everything looks smoother. Because I remember the PS2 era of this game, and as good of a job as they did in the game, it was a little bit like PS2 era was at that point where they were trying to like smooth out a lot of graphics, but it was at the time was a little bit fuzzy, I guess is the word But yeah, you can tell it's like clear and smoothed out and everything like that. So it looks nice. So far, anyway. Hey, lady.
Are you a man or a mouse? Get down there and Mary may have a go with you. You wouldn't want to be the only man in town she hasn't had a go with, would you?
So she's like the town bike, huh? Do I even want to go this route, folks?
Hey, I understand your hesitation, stranger. There isn't enough ale in this town to get me to go down there. Then again, I'm a cowering sort.
Oh. Well, I'm not a cowering sort.
That rat is not going to kill itself. Get down there and earn a meal for once.
Well, we got to hit the cliche of every D&D adventure, fantasy RPG and stuff.
Well, for someone who says he's not afraid of rats, you sure are procrastinating. If you are afraid, you can tell me. I won't have any interest in speaking with you any further, but you can tell me.
Dang it, that hot Irish accent has got to me. I've got to defeat this rat. Well, we could just use magic, right? Or is this an actual rat? Ooh, hello.
And then the bard looted the chest which contained the widow's most precious... Wait a minute. Did I read that properly? You're stealing from her?
I wouldn't call it stealing, exactly. I mean, people leave all kinds of things in chests, and they never seem to object when I help myself. Think of it as a public service. I mean, who knows how cluttered these chests might become if I didn't do my part to help clean them out.
In hindsight, I'm surprised it took the bard this long to get his hands on Mary's chest.
This is what we call the hero tax. I learned it from a little elf boy. He tended to do it all the time. Broke pots and stuff like that. You know, busted barrels and stuff like that. With no regard of friend or foe alike. All right. Let's start the game. Let's see. Circle is parry. Triangle is jump. X is strike. Square is probably magic or something like that, if I remember correctly. But we'll figure it out as the game goes along. Hopefully I remember it. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna play the game repeatedly. Oh yeah, I forgot there's cloud storage, but I'm just gonna store it in my... Alright, sorry about that, folks. Had a bit of a technical issue happen. Hopefully that won't happen again, but I'll do that off screen in the future. Oh, by the way, actually, I'll show it next time if there's a cutscene I've seen. Actually, I probably should have shown it earlier. The bar says bore. When you want to skip a cutscene, you press a button. He goes, "All right, off with it. Boring." You know, it's pretty funny actually. I forgot how many jokes and how many cliches this thing. I mean, this game has the cliches, but makes fun of them in the process. It wasn't the first game to ever do this, but it was definitely one of the ones I remember the most that did this. Oh yeah, this game is a third-person isometric view, kind of more of like the hack and slash games of like the D&D games at the time. Sacred I played on this channel a long time ago. The single rat. Die, scum. Haha! I am a king of kings.
Quest complete.
All hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who has bravely made the cellars once again safe for buxom barmaids and wanton widows. Or has he?
Ah, that thing's shooting fire! What the heck? Ah.
The bard, finding himself wreathed in flame, dashed up the stairs towards the safety of the tavern.
Yes, I would. Holy cow. Didn't expect that to happen. Oh. Someone's extinguish me!
Nicely done. Or is that well done?
Not well done. More like medium rare.
Now we'll have another go at him with this.
You better hope I've cooled off when I return, or you're next.
Oh boy, you guys will pay for making fun of me as soon as I kill this thing. Actually, do they say anything new now that I've been caught on fire?
You aren't still mad at me, are you? If you get down there and kill that bad, horrible, awful monster, we can kiss and make up.
There better be more than a kiss to make up for that.
Why do I feel like I'm being Charlied here?
Hey, not so close, fella. You're still smoking, and this drink is flammable.
I feel like I'm being made fun of.
Don't feel too bad, laddie. I have a bigger rat back home. Hell, I'm married to it.
Heyo! Will these guys have new songs on it? Actually, I think they do over the course of the game. Different, well, not these guys specifically, but just different drunks have a different song every time.
What's that, son? I can't hear you. Rat got your tongue.
These guys have a different song, or is it the same one? I think it does change over the course of the game, though. Or just different. Okay.
Skip it.
Yep. We said skip it, move it, skip it, move it, jump it, pop it. No. But, yeah, it's like they knew. They knew the rat was that huge. How dare they? How do we beat this thing, though? Whoa. Who are you?
Who the hell are you? How'd you get down here?
Look here, laddie, don't be concerning yourself with such things right now. I'm here to help you with your rat problem. Any brute can swing a sword. If you really want to slay that hairy beastie, try playing this tune on that lute of yours.
Go on, clear off out of it. I've no use for you.
I'm not offering to go with you, laddie. I'm offering you a bit of song and magic that'll bring you back in one piece.
Great. So now the rat gets dinner and a show. If it's so bloody powerful, use it yourself and save me the trouble.
Would that I could. But I'm not a man of action like yourself. So do yourself a favor and take a little charity when it's offered, my boy.
Done. Show me what you got.
Thunder Spider! Yay!
Before you head down there and face that huge rat, I'd like to be sure that you know your business. Would you like me to teach you a few wee things that'll help you get the best of any foes you might encounter?
And we could just skip it if we don't know what to do, or continue. Might as well. I mean, yeah, we could skip it. There's probably a joke in there, but we'll continue.
I think I'm going to regret this. But I'll humour you, old man.
Good job, lad. You already know how to attack, but let's talk about defending yourself.
Press the defend button.
What are you on about? You're completely insane, aren't you? You know, I ran into this other guy once. He kept talking about mice I couldn't see.
Nice. Yeah, but just joking about how
now I'm blocking pretend blows. I hope you appreciate what I'm going through here and reward me sufficiently.
That was great, boyo. You'll notice that instead of holding down the button, you'll have to time your defense to the enemy's attack.
Of course I have to time it. How else am I going to block anything?
Now, laddie, let's teach you how to play that lute of yours and make some magic.
What? Does my name not mean anything to you? The Bard? Did you not see me summon that rat a few moments ago?
Press the summon menu button.
You're not listening to a word I'm saying, are you?
I love this game already. Oh, it's R1 in this game, okay.
You'll see several choices. These are the different types of beasties you'll eventually be able to summon. For now, let's summon that spider I taught you about.
So, summon elemental spire, circle or square. Oh. Go, spider, go!
That was useful, at least. Finally.
This part is important, so listen up, laddie. The creatures that you summon aren't under your complete control, but they will try to do what you wish to the best of their ability. Try to give them orders using the command buttons. For example, press the aggressive button to make your little friend there become more aggressive.
Oh, I didn't know pressing aggressive would make him more aggressive. Who knew? I'm not sure which button. Oh, what's that? What? That looks like the down button.
You're getting the hang of things now, aren't you, lad? You can experiment with different uses of the command buttons to develop your own strategies. Now, at times, you may want to get rid of a creature you've summoned. Simply go back into the same menu you've summoned him from and select him again. That's the way to get rid of an unwanted creature.
Be gone, Satan! I mean, spider! Whew.
Great. Does that trick work on you as well?
Good luck against the rat, my boy.
And there he goes, shuffling off to the sunset. But there's nothing back there. Where? He disappeared! Where'd he go?
In the future, I'm going to have to learn how to dodge these mysterious old man types.
Yeah, they just like to come in and exposite the crap out of you. Oh, boy. Anyway, let's go ahead and summon that Spire to help out. But yeah, when I was summoning him, when it said to be aggressive, that looked like it had to press down. It's down on the directional pad, or up on the directional pad, by the way. So, all right, rat. Round 2. Hey, spasmed. Done and done.
All hail the bard, rat killer, and rodent bane, who's bravely made the
How about you tell the story and leave the sarcastic patronizing to me, okay?
Yeah, gotta leave it up to the bard in this case. Huh. Actually, we didn't have to really do much. The Thunder Spire did all itself. Yeah, we'll still take the credit. That's what being a bard's all about, right? Now time to get our reward and get a kiss from a lovely bar wench. Can't wait. This is going to be delicious. Please tell me more on that's sexy Irish accent.
Run away again, did ya? Go back to where you came from and leave the fighting to those who've got the guts for it.
Ah, now here's a decision thing. Now all it is just like how he responds to things. So in the course of the game, you can either be snarky or nice to people. You know, obviously, the faces almost remind me of like Bruce Campbell. You know which button I'm gonna press.
Oh no, the rat is the gutless one. For I spilt his about your cellar. I'd be only too happy to haul them up here for you to see. In fact, it might actually improve the ambience of this place.
No need. The stench you bring with you will be proof enough. Well, maybe there's more to you than meets the eye.
Transformers? No. Continue to be snarky.
Save it for the half-wits. What you can do for me is best done in silence. You knew what was down there. You and all the rest of your tartan-clad trash. So how about less cheddar and more chow? And be quick about it.
Right away. I enjoy a man with a quick tongue. I'll see you get the finest room in the inn. It's the one right next to mine.
So the bard headed up to his room to avail himself of the pleasures that the inn had to offer.
We'll let the bard have his own fun while we deal with some other things. Did you have fun, bard, my man? I hope you did. We didn't get to see it, though. It can be implied. They were playing Tiddywinks.
That was quite a night. I'm afraid you almost made me late opening the bar this morning. Oh, that strange friend of yours is waiting for you outside. I had to chase him away. He was unnerving some of my regulars. See you later, love.
Friend? What is she talking about? I have no friends. I'm the bard. Do you have anything new to say? Nope. No more conversation from you. You will not speak ever again.
You killed it. You killed it. The fire-breathing rat in the cellar was the best practical joke we had. Now what are we supposed to do to entertain ourselves?
But you told me to kill it. It was all a joke, huh? Well, your joke's dead. Just like your face.
Very impressive, young man. I wish I had the guts to stand up to the wife the way you stood up to that rat. But of course, she's a bit more vicious.
Hey-o!
Yeah. So you killed a rat. What do you want? A medal?
I would like a freaking medal. Do you guys have any new songs yet? I think it's only exclamation point when it's a new song, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Boring.
I know they do have more songs. I just don't remember when that changes. So, all right. Well, it's time to see who is outside. Who is our friend? Oh, it's you. Great.
What did I tell you, lad? You hooked him and cooked him.
Thanks to that song you gave me.
You're welcome, boyo. And should you be looking for another one like it, find the trow in the fairy haunt woods. But keep your wits about you. They're devilish clever, the trow. With magic by the pound, and not a single scrap of honesty.
No scrap of honesty, eh? You know which choice I'm making. I mean, I could sweep it up, but snarky is so fun.
Do I look like a village idiot to you? I've had more than my fill of barbarian hordes, evil wizards, cities locked in eternal winter, and any other type of adventure you care to throw my way. There's too much danger and not enough profit to go around.
Come now, boy. What's a little danger when compared to power? Didn't that little trick I showed you help you get in good with the Widow McCrary? If it's a skin you're worried about, I have a wee trinket here that'll keep you safe from harm. This amulet was made by a powerful sorceress. It can summon her spirit to heal your wounds in battle. You'll need adder stones to provide the necessary mystical power. If you like, you can even use multiple stones for even greater effect. Dear laddie, try it out.
Well, you did me good before, so... Holy smokes! And there she goes. A healing tart, you say? Well.
She's very beautiful. But, I've found that mysterious strangers offering gifts usually lead to trouble. You wouldn't want anything from me, would you? Have any ulterior motives, by any chance?
You wound me, laddie.
That remains to be seen. Out with it, man. What do you want from me?
You got it all wrong. Look, my boy. Oh, okay. I do want something from you.
I thought so. What is it you want? Something dangerous, no doubt.
No, nothing like that. You see, I belong to an ancient order. We've traveled the land for years now, seeking men such as yourself to...
Aha! I knew it was something like that. I'm not joining anything. But I will take your advice and find this trowel. Oh, and I'll have that amulet as well if you're still offering it.
Of course, lad, of course. Here you go, and don't forget. The trow is in the Fairy Haunt Woods. Goes by the name of Bannerfeet.
Well, thanks for the stones, at least. Trying to get me all caught up in his order and goody-goodiness or whatever. Blah. That's enough for the bard. We've had enough adventures. Apparently, it's indicated that he might be the same bard from the other games. So even though I don't think you could make... I don't think the very first Bard's Tale you play as a bard. I think you could create whatever character you wanted that wasn't necessarily a bard. Like, it was just a bard telling tales. But anyway, well, looks like our adventure started off with a cliche, but we got the cliche reward. And sometimes cliches are fine if done in the right context. But what's up? What else is going to happen to the bard? Will we just go to this trial and just get the reward? Or will something else force our way into our lives? Find out next time in the next episode of A Bard's Tale, Remastered and Resnarked. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.